Yo, 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 Big Kish back up in here. We about to go over Drake hating on Kendrick Lamar and the West Coast. Without further ado, you know I don't like holding y'all. Let's get it.
Oh, man, y'all already know, man. It's your boy Drizzy Drake coming to you, man. Whenever y'all in LA, man, tapping with my man Don Pax, man. He got all that shit, man.
Is he
y'all
serious?
Be putting in your arm, he got that, man. Y'all be off that fence. It's whatever you want to do. Y'all still on them 30s. You gotta fuck with Don Pax. Perk 80s. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I heard you like him young.
Get out the way, man.
Get out the way. Get me out the way, homie. You a lame too. Hey Drake, you on the phone with an A minor. Let's do.
All bets are off because of that. That alone causes all bets to be off.
I agree with you.
Everything else is fair game.
Drake's at it again, folks. He's poking the bear that is Kendrick Lamar. But this time, he might have bitten off more than he can chew because Pusha T is back in the picture, and there's talk of a joint Kendrick and Pusha diss track being in the works. And word on the street is that these two have something huge on Drake that could destroy more than his reputation. See, Drake still hasn't learned his lesson, and he recently threw shade at Kendrick again with some weird Instagram posts. Not only that, but Drake also came for Kendrick's longtime affiliate Schoolboy Q after Q's show in Toronto was canceled. So the fact that Drake is continuing with his antics shows he still doesn't get why Kendrick called him a colonizer. And fans are now wondering, is Drake really clueless about the culture he's trying to be part of, or is he just doing all this for clout? Either way, it's not a good look for the 69 God. So are Kendrick and Pusha T really about to bless us with a joint Drake diss track? Let's get into it.
Are you prepared for more Canadian myths to come your way though, sir?
Come on, man. Listen, man. I'm prepared for everything.
The culture vulture exposed. So let's first break down this whole culture vulture thing and see why Drake's in hot water. What exactly does it mean to be a culture vulture in hip-hop? It's not just about borrowing a few beats or styles. We're talking about someone who takes from a culture, especially one that's been marginalized, without really getting what it's all about. Now, Drake's been accused of this more than once. Remember that photo Pusha T used for the story of Adidon? Yeah, the one with Drake in blackface. Pusha claimed that this photo says a lot about how Drake uses Black American culture when it suits him, while at the same time staying completely silent on issues affecting Black Americans.
Oh, like you parade your dad around in these weird suits.
I'm just finding out that Adidon means Adidas and Adonis at the same time. We seen this part already.
Him because he's Jewish Canadian and mixed.
No, I'm from a place where it's a true mosaic. You know, we're to me the most open-minded place you can possibly find yourself. So I don't ever look at it as that, you know. But there are other places that you go where it's just not so. It's not that simple, you know. And yeah, I never looked at it as overcoming anything. I was just like, man, I just got to be a good rapper. But, you know, to a lot of other people, they were like, wait, what? You're Canadian, you're Jewish, and you're half, you know, it's just like mind-blowing things.
However, Kendrick, Pusha, and others already made it clear it's not about Drake's skin tone or nationality. It's deeper than that. It's the fact that Drake picks and chooses parts of Black American culture to use for profit. But when it comes to real issues or Black trauma, he mocks and disrespects them. Drake used slavery as a punchline in multiple songs, but as many fans pointed out, imagine the uproar if Kendrick used something like the Holocaust as a punchline. The fact that Drake made a joke about the freedom of slaves shows you that he knows nothing about our ancestors, nothing about Black.
Bro, that's a fact. If Kendrick Lamar used the Holocaust, that's one thing. You cannot talk about the Holocaust and all that stuff. You could play with Black history all you want to about slavery and all that, but when it come down to the Holocaust and all that, you will get canceled.
Pain and nothing about slavery, one fan said. Imagine if Kendrick said the tattoos he was burning were the tattoo numbers of Drake's Holocaust ancestors. Ish wouldn't be a joke, would it, white boy? Black pain's funny to you? And then more recently, there's also been a lot of discussion about Drake's blatant disrespect for hip-hop legends, particularly those from the West Coast. And West Coast is not letting Drake get away with this. The West Coast strikes back. Let's talk about why the West Coast is so important in hip-hop. We're talking about legends like Tupac, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and NWA. These artists didn't just make music, they created a whole movement. They put the West Coast on the map and gave voice to experiences that weren't being heard before. So when Drake comes along and starts disrespecting this legacy, like using Tupac's AI voice to diss Kendrick, or claiming that he gets more love in Kendrick's city than Kendrick himself, yeah, that didn't go over well. By the way, Tupac's estate and family publicly condemned Drake for this. Tupac's brother called it a cowardly move, while the lawyer for the Tupac Shakur estate, Howard E. King, said it was a flagrant violation of Tupac's publicity and the estate's legal right. King said in a statement, the estate would never have given its approval for this use, the unauthorized, equally dismaying use of Tupac's voice against Kendrick Lamar, a good friend to the estate who has given nothing but respect to Tupac, and his legacy publicly and privately compounds the insult. It looks like Drake's mistake was confusing Calabasas and other gated communities of Hollywood with the real heart of Los Angeles. It's not just a mix-up. It shows he doesn't really understand the culture he's trying to be part of. Van Lean from the Higher Learning podcast pointed out that Drake confused West Hollywood for Inglewood and Delilah for Watts. That's like confusing Times Square with the Bronx. It's not just wrong, it's disrespectful.
I want to make sure we break this out because I want people to Drake confuse Delilah for Watts.
Which he shouts out.
He confused Poppy for Compton. He confused West Hollywood for Inglewood.
Mm-hmm.
The people that I seen, the people that I observed bopping to Not Like Us, they was two-stepping to that.
Yeah, they were.
They were crip walking to that bitch.
They were.
That was some LA. The record is produced by DJ Mustard, a former Drake collaborator. When it was time for people to coalesce in Los Angeles, not in Hollywood,
Yeah.
not in Calabasas, not in West Hollywood, not in Santa Monica, not in the places you might go, not in Beverly Hills, not in the places that people from outside of Los Angeles think are Los Angeles, right?
Right.
When it was time for people to coalesce around the record, the people I seen dancing to it was Shamika and them, Big Ron, Lil CC. You know what I'm saying? People like that. People like the people from the Obamas. You know, people that are going to die that are from LA. People get their LAs confused all the time.
But the West Coast isn't letting this slide. At his pop show in Inglewood last month, Kendrick fired shots at Drake for disrespecting West Coast legends, referencing Drake's purchase of Tupac's ring and using Tupac and Snoop's AI-generated voices.
Oh, so y'all ain't gonna let nobody disrespect the West Coast, huh?
Drake, man, just give the ring back. He said he'd give you a little bit more respect if you just get a ring back. So if the people are on Kendrick Lamar's side, and Kendrick Lamar said he'd give you a little bit more respect if you gave the ring back, what you think the people gonna do? They're gonna show you a little bit more respect. Get a ring back. Then I heard you purchase the whip that Tupac got deleted in. Is that true? Bro, you just tripping all over the place.
Oh, y'all ain't gonna let nobody mock and imitate our legends, huh? Let's try it again. Hey!
Pluto, Metro.
I just,
Dang, he went through the whole joint.
Addy.
it cuts Drake's soul. It's like he signed his soul to the devil to not be cool with me, to have to, like, this is his job to go against God.
Wow. Wow.
And it cuts his soul.
But what is it specifically about Drake that everyone hates? I just have to know that, because it's like, for everybody, all of the great, Weeknd, Pluto, Metro, Ross,
Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Like, there's something obviously wrong with this
like,
one
don't forget
individual that no one wants to speak about. And I feel like you're the only person that's going to really put it out there.
Now, you say rich baby daddy, it's like Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian and Universal.
Wow.
He's like, like, man, my daddy got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my daddy controlled the spins. My daddy got the DSPs. My daddy. Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucien.
So all of his streams in the number ones is controlled by someone named Lucien.
Well, Lucien worked for people who control the banks in Africa, who keep, think about we had Black Wall Street, we had Harlem, we've been gentrified, and we ain't really been pulled together since, other than to maintain what they call the black vote, which you don't have an opinion in that vote. And then they get all these celebrities, they go on TV like, we got a problem with his political opinion. He's out of.
Man, somebody in the comment section said I need to pay attention more to politics and all that stuff. Man, if y'all don't understand, I probably can't say that on YouTube. Man, that shit a shit show, man. Shit ain't real. Christ is my government, nigga. God is my government. Give a damn about no politics. I don't know nothing about politics at all.
Out of control. He's bipolar. He's anti-Semite. He's whatever they want to call somebody to try to get people to not listen or have, take away the influence.
So what's the deal with Drake? Is he really lost when it comes to his identity? Or is he just playing whatever role he thinks will get him the most attention? Either way, it's clear that some of the biggest names in hip-hop aren't buying what Drake's selling anymore. They're calling him out for using culture as a costume, something he can put on and take off whenever it suits him. And in the world of hip-hop, where authenticity is everything, that's a dangerous game to play. However, it looks like Drake still doesn't get it, and he's now back at it again, trolling Kendrick and the West Coast. Drake's Instagram antics. So Drake is back at it again, doing what he knows best, trolling on Instagram. He recently posted this photo of himself lying on a bed surrounded by stuffed animals, with the caption, "The pressure from being on top does more than just make your ears pop." First of all, can we talk about how creepy this is? Why is Drake posing with children's toys when the whole world is calling him a certified PDF file? Even if the allegations are not true, this is just bizarre. And then some fans are also wondering if Drake is trolling Kendrick because his pose in the IG photo. We talk about how creepy this is. Why is Drake posing more than just make your ears?
Oh, he do got little puppets in the back. He a fan.
But Drake didn't stop there. He was on Kendrick's promo photos for his 2022 album Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. But Drake didn't stop there. He was also recently caught throwing shade at TDE rapper and Kendrick's longtime friend Schoolboy Q, after Q's Toronto show was canceled at very late notice. Q was set to perform at History, a Toronto venue co-owned by Drake and Live Nation, on July 18th. But just one day before the show, Q announced on Twitter that it got canceled for reasons beyond his control. "They just canceled my show in Toronto," Q wrote. "Canadian police don't want nobody from TD performing." However, Schoolboy Q also sent some warning shots to the Canadians saying, "Top was just with Wayne and Baby. Party Next Door just had a show at the Palladium. If we wanted to get y'all, we would have just did it. Now when somebody get hurt, don't cry." But get this, just hours later, Drake hopped on Instagram to troll Schoolboy Q and uploaded a mirror selfie wearing blue shoes, an apparent reference to Q's song, Blue Slides. Now we all know this is what Drake has always done. He loves to troll on Instagram and get petty, so none of this is really that shocking anymore. However, you know who's sick of Drake's IG nonsense? That's right, none other than Pusha T. And get this, word on the street is that Pusha and Kendrick are back in the studio, working on a very special gift for Drake. Pusha T enters the ring. Just when Drake thought he only had Kendrick to worry about, another familiar enemy stepped back into the ring. That's right, Pusha T is back.
Hey, being as though that I think the higher up is probably I think they called Kendrick off for Drake, right? But they can't stop Pusha T, cause I don't even think Pusha T signed to no. He ain't signed to UMG and all that stuff like that. I think he done. But yo, what if Kendrick Lamar have Pusha T get on them the rest of those diss tracks we didn't get from Kendrick Lamar? Cause Kendrick Lamar he had I think he had like 8 more diss tracks for Drake. Yeah, we got to get those. We need to hear those, y'all. We really need to hear those. I appreciate y'all sticking with me, man. We real close to that giveaway. My mic been acting up lately. I spent like an hour and a half this morning. I woke up probably like 4:45. I was supposed to do this video this morning, like, and just head straight to work. Man, I spent like an hour and 45 minutes trying to get this mic right, man. But yeah, this giveaway, I say about the time I get off work, the giveaway is gonna be happening because we at 14,800 subscribers. And it's been going. As soon as we hit 15, I'm giving that money out. So yeah. Y'all better hit me up on Big Kish. Follow Big Kish on Instagram, BIGGKISH. Comment on the last post. Comment on the last post, and that's going to automatically seal you in to get that prize money. Cross your fingers, hope you get it. The first place is $150. Second place is $100. Third place is $50. So yeah, y'all tap in, man. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone.